I use a lonely deck. The only one that I have ever known. Don't know what it does, but it's green to me and I do condone. So what up everyone, if you like trees, broccoli, frogs and American punk rock bands, then I can assure that you'll love this video. Basically I'm going to go green, by using only green cards on this card battles mode. I was originally planning to do another color set first, but then I realized none of the other ones even have 15 yet, so until newer cards are added you'll have to live with this. I believe green cards in battles is supposed to indicate that it's an intermediate level tower, and as such I'll probably have to sacrifice lives to place down my first one. Oops, did I say green always meant intermediate, cause I meant to just say most. The golden shark is an exception to this. I see a lot of people building it super early, so that probably means it's an early game tower and not intermediate, right? I bested all those pros in the previous video and set the mark with around 2 golden shark, so take that. I should now be set for the next 10 rounds or so. During that time I should probably just gather some eco in preparation for a late game, but oh shit, barely any of these cards give eco, so I guess I'll have to save up 2,400 to send those grouped greens. Fitting, isn't it? And hot damn, I think player caught on to my strategies because he just built around 4 golden shark. Gotta give him props for that in the form of an emote, because that was a brilliant decision by him. So while I figure out how the hell to win with this deck, I will talk about other, more important things, like the YouTubers mega tournament I briefly touched on in the last video. Just to clarify, no, AF is not in the tournament. Rushing will be permitted before round 30, and hydro and indoor pools maps are not banned. I can't believe I actually had to say that, cause I figured my subs would be smart enough to know that I like to pull silly little jokes like that all the time, plus how anyone could believe any of those things I said is beyond me. Well, maybe not the first part of what I said, which is probably what threw all of you off so much that you didn't even bother to listen to what I said after, and as such you all started freaking out and shit about oh my god, AF is in the tourney Ninja Kiwi, WTF are you thinking? So if you were gullible and fell into the obvious trap, then you can lower your pitchforks now. You won't need to use them anymore until I announce that Molt will be in the tournament. Speaking of new peoples in the tournament, I'm pretty sure it's safe to spoil it to you guys, considering part of it will already be happening this weekend, Saturday, July 16th. So listen up carefully if you want to know how this is all going to work out. The plan is to have the 8 new people face off this weekend in a single elimination style tournament, where 4 players will advance to the big day, Saturday, July 23rd. So there's going to be 4 best of 3s and the winner of each one will advance. As for how Ninja Kiwi is going to set up the brackets, I have no idea. At the time I'm commentating this they aren't set in stone, but I assume they will do it randomly, with maybe a few tweaks so that top MobileCoth players don't play each other. Did I mention MobileCoth? Well yes, a few people from there will be participating in the tournament, so I hope all the complaints they had from the previous tourney are gone now. To see who's in the tournament, I'll put a link to the brackets at the top of the description. Hopefully by the time this video is out Ninja Kiwi will have updated them to show you everyone that is in. To continue, the 4 that advance will go on the big day where they and the original 8 YouTubers, including me, will again face off in a best of 3 single elimination style bracket. It wasn't the type of bracket I had hoped for, but it was the best option since time is a problem and this style allowed 12 players to compete fairly in the shortest time possible. If you took a look at the link I told you to go to, it's essentially a giant single elimination bracket with 16 players. It's just that 4 of the first round games will be played before the big day to get things moving quicker, I suppose. And that means in the first round, the original 8 will face off solely against each other. Right now the bracket says it's me versus Super Jump Bombo in the first round, So grab your loop and unzip those pants, because that card battle's best of 3 is gonna be a good one. There's definitely a fair bit of luck involved, so I can't guarantee you guys a deep run or anything like that, but hey, technically speaking I'm considered the underdog in this matchup based on last tournament's rankings, so you shouldn't be disappointed regardless of how far I make it, ha. With that said, I'm for sure going to do a lot of practice so the same result doesn't repeat itself again, and that probably means retuning my deck in private so that my opponents can't counter me. To add on, it's quite likely I'll end up streaming the games again, but I need some help from you guys on what the hell I should do in the downtime between my matches. Last time I just overlaid Bruno and Lucky's stream while kind of talking over them, but that didn't work that well cause at times my connection dropped and so the restream ended up buffering a lot or was in super low quality. While I'm on the topic of my internet, that's a major reason why I haven't streamed lately, since because it's very likely that I'll experience a few massive lag spikes during the stream, and that wouldn't be fun for me or you, the viewer. At the moment I'm in the process of getting a new router, and hopefully that will solve my problems and allow me to stream scot-free on the big day, and if the fix comes earlier than I expect, then maybe even a practice stream before then, who knows. So I'll leave it at that. I think I've covered every major aspect of the tournament, so if I did forget something important then I'll be sure to touch on it again in a future video. But for now, enjoy the round 2 golden sharks and dank rushes I spy with my little eyes, and OP strategy video looming. 1 million likes and I'll do a body part reveal. Have a green day.